The destruction of the Kakhovka Dam in Ukraine is a major blow to the financial system and food security. The dam, which was constructed in the 1950s, provides water for irrigation, hydroelectric energy, and drinking water to millions of human beings. Its destruction may have a ripple effect across the Ukraine, causing massive monetary disruption and food shortages. The Kakhovka Dam is placed on the Dnieper River, which is one of the most vital rivers in Ukraine. The dam creates a reservoir that is 2,255 rectangular miles in length and provides water for irrigation on over 584,000 hectares of land. This land is used to develop crops such as wheat, corn, and sunflowers, which might be all-important meal staples for Ukraine. The dam additionally provides hydroelectric electricity to over 1 million people in Ukraine. The power plant on the dam has a potential of 350 megawatts, and it provides power to houses, groups, and industrial centers within the Kherson and Zaporizhia areas. The destruction of the Kakhovka Dam can have a devastating impact on Ukraine's economy. The loss of irrigation water will result in crop screw-ups, for you to lessen agricultural output and growth of food charges. The loss of hydroelectric electricity may also have a widespread impact on Ukraine's energy supply. In addition to the economic impact, the destruction of the Kakhovka Dam can even have a humanitarian impact. The flooding that has resulted from the dam's breach has displaced hundreds of human beings and caused extensive damage to homes and corporations. The Ukraine nation estimates that over 100,000 humans had been laid low by the flooding. The destruction of the Kakhovka Dam is a major setback for Ukraine. The dam became a critical part of Ukraine's infrastructure, and its loss may have a large effect on the economic system and food security. The dam's destruction is also a reminder of the ongoing humanitarian crisis in Ukraine and highlights the need for persistent worldwide aid for the USA. In addition to the financial and humanitarian effects, the destruction of the Kakhovka Dam also has strategic importance. The dam is positioned in a strategically vital region of Ukraine, and its control gives Russia a sizable advantage inside the Kherson location. The dam's destruction also makes it more difficult for Ukraine to launch a counteroffensive inside the area. The destruction of the Kakhovka Dam is a major blow to Ukraine, and it'll have a long-lasting impact on the country. The dam's loss will make it extra tough for Ukraine to feed its people, and it's going to also provide Russia with a massive strategic advantage. The dam's destruction is a reminder of the continuing humanitarian crisis in Ukraine and highlights the need for persistent global help. In the wake of the dam's destruction, there are some steps that Ukraine can take to mitigate the damage. The government can provide monetary help to farmers who've misplaced their plants, and it is also able to paint the dam to restore it as quickly as possible. Ukraine can also work to diversify its agricultural manufacturing so that it is much less reliant on the Kakhovka Dam. The destruction of the Kakhovka Dam is a major setback for Ukraine, but it isn't a fatal blow. The Ukraine has shown its resilience in the face of Russian aggression, and it is in all likelihood to triumph over this challenge as well. With global support, Ukraine can rebuild the dam and recover from this disaster. The long-term impact of the Kakhovka Dam's destruction. The destruction of the Kakhovka Dam will have a long-term effect on Ukraine's financial system, food security, and environment. The dam's loss will make it more difficult for Ukraine to feed its people, and it will also have a sizable impact on the country's power delivery. In the short term, the destruction of the dam will lead to crop disasters and food shortages. The loss of irrigation water will suggest that farmers may not be able to grow crops on over 584,000 hectares of land. This will lessen agricultural output with the aid of a predicted 4%, and it's going to lead to a growth in food charges. The lack of hydroelectric power may even have a sizable impact on Ukraine's power supply. The Kakhovka power plant had a capacity of 350 megawatts and supplied power to over 1 million people in Ukraine. The loss of this power will suggest that Ukraine will want to discover alternative sources of power with a view to increasing the price of energy. For a long time, the destruction of the dam may have had a more profound effect on Ukraine's economy and food safety. The loss of irrigation water will suggest that farmers will want to find new land to grow plants, and this could be a venture in a country that is already dealing with a water shortage. The lack of hydroelectric power may even make it more difficult for Ukraine to industrialize, and this can have a bad effect on the financial boom. The destruction of the Kakhovka Dam can even have a good-sized impact on the environment. The dam's reservoir became a first-rate source of ingesting water for thousands and thousands of humans, and its loss will imply that Ukraine will want to discover new resources of water. The flooding that has resulted from the dam's breach has additionally damaged the environment, and it'll take time for the surroundings to recover. The destruction of the Kakhovka Dam is a primary setback for Ukraine. The dam was a crucial part of the country's infrastructure, and its loss can have a giant effect on the economy, food security, and surroundings. The dam's destruction is a reminder of the continued humanitarian disaster in Ukraine, highlighting the need for continued global support for the United States. What can be done to mitigate the damage? There are a number of steps that Ukraine can take to mitigate the damage caused by the destruction of the Kakhovka Dam. The authorities can offer economic help to farmers who've misplaced their plants, and they can also work to restore the dam as quickly as possible. Ukraine can also diversify its agricultural manufacturing so that it's far less reliant on the Kakhovka Dam. In addition to those measures, Ukraine can also work to grow its electricity performance and develop renewable power assets. This will help to reduce the United States' dependence on imported power, and it'll additionally help to mitigate the environmental effect of the dam's destruction. The destruction of the Kakhovka Dam is a primary assignment for Ukraine, but it is not a fatal blow. The United States has shown its resilience in the face of Russian aggression, and it's probably going to conquer this assignment as well. With international assistance, Ukraine can rebuild the dam and get over this catastrophe. The importance of international support. The destruction of the Kakhovka Dam is a reminder of the importance of worldwide help for Ukraine. The country has been going through a humanitarian disaster for over a year, and it needs the assistance of the global network to rebuild and recover. The international network can offer Ukraine monetary help, humanitarian aid, and Navy aid. This assistance will help to mitigate the harm caused by the dam's destruction, and it's going to additionally reinforce Ukraine's resilience in the face of Russian aggression. The destruction of the Kakhovka Dam is a tragedy, but it is also a reminder of Ukraine's strength and determination. With international guidance, Ukraine will triumph over this project and emerge stronger than ever. The future of the Kakhovka Dam. The future of the Kakhovka Dam is uncertain. The dam is currently under Russian control, and it is doubtful whether Russia will allow Ukraine to restore the dam. If Russia does not permit Ukraine to restore the dam, it's going to have a widespread impact on Ukraine's economic system and food protection. If Ukraine is able to restore the dam, it's going to want to find a way to prevent it from being destroyed once more. This ought to include strengthening the dam structure or installing security measures to prevent sabotage. The destruction of the Kakhovka Dam is a chief setback for Ukraine. However, it isn't an everlasting one. With international support, Ukraine can rebuild the dam and recover from this disaster. We appreciate you watching this video. I sincerely hope you enjoyed it and learned something. Consider giving it a thumbs up and joining our channel to see more videos like this one if you liked it. Remember to hit the notification bell to ensure you get all the uploads. Please feel free to leave a comment below with any further comments, criticism, or suggestions for videos. And as always, all the links will be in the description below if you want to keep up with our most recent material and connect with us on social media. Once again, thanks for viewing. We'll see you in the next video.